short story written to highlight the traumatic experience of people abducted by Boko Haram insurgents in Nigeria has been adapted into a short film. A Battered Life, written by Fatima Aliko Mohammed, attempts to tell the Boko Haram story from the lenses of the victims rather than the fighters. Thousands of people died while millions of others were displaced as a result of the Boko Haram violence. Fatima talks about what motivated her to produce the film.
Kai sai da na yi gargaɗin kada a yi min noma a cikin ƙasata, amma da yake kai mai kunnen ƙashi ne.
It was my cousin who was abducted by Boko Haram insurgents some years ago, and the whole family thought that he had died or he was killed, or we just didn't even know what happened to him. He had been missing for a while, and one day he turned up at an IDF camp. Everybody went to see him, and the kind of stories he was telling about what they went through at the hands of the insurgents is what actually inspired me to write this story. I felt that this is something that should be heard, and nobody's writing about the victims. Everybody just wants to know what the insurgents are doing. When quite a few people read the story, because it was published online, people were interested, they were intrigued, they were very curious as to, this actually happened. And so I decided that, this would do very well at the screen. And quite a few people encouraged me to take it to the screen, to make a film out of it. Soon after, we started working on it to adapt it to a film, which was not easy at all. Writing a story is different from actually doing a film. You have to depict things slightly differently than if you're reading the story. So the fact that we even decided to make it into a film generated interest in itself, which was good. It is very important because, as I said, nobody is really narrating the ordeal of the victims, not very many people. So once they reach the IDF camps, everybody has this impression that they've been saved, or that's it, they can continue their lives. Few people actually acknowledge that they've been through traumatic experiences, that they need more help. And we have seen quite a few NGOs reach out and do counseling, and many people have heard of the Chibok girls, and that's it, that's it, the whole world heard. But there are other people who went through similar, there's even worse, that I think it's important to tell this story. It's so important to tell it. I feel as a writer, this is my way of giving back to my community, to my people. As a Northeasterner and a creative person, I felt so helpless as to what I could possibly do to help. Everybody was giving money, everybody was giving food, clothes. People were doing something. I felt, I should do something. And this is the way of giving back, by telling these stories and raising awareness as to what these victims have been through. People know that these people have been through a lot to even be where they are today.